This is the main ring where it all happens. Crufts, the creme de la creme of obedience competitions. Now, all the dogs that are qualified to be here should be able to complete the test, no problem. What the judge is looking for is the detail, how beautifully they do it. And the icing on the cake, a dog that's really happy to do its work too. It's the bitches first up this year, so here are the tests they have to complete. We begin this year with distance control and the retrieve. Then there's the concentration of the heel work, followed by the send away. Then there's the stays, the sit and the down stay, and the final test this year, scent. The first test is distant control, requiring total concentration from both dog and handler. Those are the positions marked on the right. And this is obedience champion Mitch's Marvy with Sylvia Mitchell.
Alton about. First position.
Marvy's had a great year since her 4th place at Crufts last year, gaining a lot of confidence, says Sylvia, and she's certainly following her commands well there. She mustn't shuffle, remember. Next up now, obedience champion forever, Magic Fluke, Corrie with Herbie Watson, and that is not a good sit. She needs to sit up, Corrie, sit up. Losing 3/4 of a point there. This is Bridie, Pipram's Silver Pride with Betty Hankinson. And she had to shout down twice there. The main ring atmosphere can be noisy, and Bridie misses a position, losing 6 1/4 points. The retrieve article this year is a weighted cloth, which caused a lot of problems with mouthing as the dogs discovered a hard object in the middle of all that soft cloth. That was a bit of a fumbled pickup this time, though, by Mary Ray's Kizzy, Lunalight, Lady in Red, losing 1 1/4 points. A happy finish, though. And the same fault there, a fumbled pickup for Kira, obedience champion Kira's limited edition, Wendy Beckinsale's German Shepherd dog.
Finish.
Still confident, though. It's important to keep the dog's confidence going in this competition.
Test finish, thank you.
No such problem, though, with this bitch, obedience champion Tanner Mary Morning Star, Meg. And I'm sure Madge Thompson was relieved when she only lost 1/4 of a point on this test, but it just goes to show how stringent the judging is. 1/4 of a point, who only knows what that was for? And as for Paddy, well, she's just having a great time on her 2nd visit to Crufts. First a fumble, and then, oops, she nearly retrieved to the steward. All taken in good humour by Sue Stevens, though her handler, I'm sure. It is vital to keep a sense of humour out there in the tension of that big ring.
Thank you.
On to the heel work, and this year was a real test with some difficult turns and, of course, the 3 positions on the move. This is Marvy again, giving a superb demonstration of heel work. She looks relaxed and stylish, her body straight, and, of course, level with Sylvia's left leg.
First position.
There's the first position, down. That's the only time when the handler is allowed to command the dog.
Into slow.
This is Meg again, champion Tanner Mary Morning Star. A very different style, but still smooth and accurate. Something you really need through these slow-paced turns. That's lovely work. Judge Kathy Ingram from Glasgow following every move she makes. This is Kira again with Wendy Beckinsale, picking up from that down position and heading into the weave. Kira's nice and steady, something you really need out there in the big ring. There are lots of distractions, cameras, voices, noises, but the dog has to concentrate on the handler. Lovely footwork there. And another look at one of our most experienced handlers, Mary Ray with Kizzy.
First position.
Oh, whoops, but mistakes can be made whatever the level of your experience. Kizzy misses the down position and elects to sit instead.
About turn, collect your dog.
Mary's always a picture of composure, though. Collects Kizzy and continues with her test.
Put your dog back a bit.
On to the send away. This is Marvy again, well into the lead at this point. Sylvia sending her away to drop directly between those tapes. This is an example of how a send away should be done.
Left turn. Call your dog.
Now, Sylvia's been asked to collect her dog, and Marvy responds beautifully. Not at all fazed by the big ring. She really has gained in confidence. This is Corrie, a picture of concentration, and Herbie Watson sending away a good line and distance. Will she drop? No, she's going to drop just over the edge of the tape. Loses 1 1/4 points. Herbie looks a little bit disappointed there. And this is Bain Nice Try, Teela with Mandy Oliver. She loses a point because Teela doesn't drop instantly. It's the detail that counts here. Still, I don't think Mandy's concentration will be broken by that. No, she'll continue with the test.
Left turn.
Just fine. Teela's still concentrating on her handler, waiting to be called up. A charming name here. This is Polly Poulton's Rottweiler German Shepherd Cross. She's called Obedience Champion Costa Nothing, Costa for short. Oh, a little bit of big ring nerves there. Still, she continues with the send away. Uh-oh, no, I think I'm going to drop here. I've had enough. Oh, 20 3/4 points lost, I'm afraid, Costa. The stays now. Sit, stay first, and almost a welcome chance to take a break from the heat, I should think. The handles, of course, have to go out of sight, and it's timed for 2 minutes. The dogs must sit perfectly still, mustn't shuffle or move. Then the handlers can return, and the next one is the downstay. Costa having to be persuaded there. Please stay, Costa. Beautiful downstays there from our leaders. But Costa's had enough. There's always one. So, as we go into the last test, here's the competition as it stands. Marvi with Sylvia Mitchell in first place, well in the lead. Next, Meg with Match Thompson in second. Kira with Wendy Beckinsale in third. And in fourth position at the moment, Corrie with Herbie Watson. Now, that's the judges' cloth you've just seen being placed in the shape of a K. The cloths are this year, appropriately enough, for Judge Kathy Ingram. She's now marking the second cloth with her scent, which will be placed over Corrie's nose by Herbie Watson. Corrie and Herbie, of course, in fourth place at the moment. Plenty of time for her to get the scent, and then she'll be sent out to find the equivalent cloth in that K shape. Now, she's expected to search all the cloths, so it doesn't matter if she crosses the cloths more than once. She can take her time so long as she brings the right one home. Tension there for Herbie. She's picked up a cloth, and it is the correct one. Returned beautifully. Oh, that must be a relief. This is Devon, however, who has such a good nose, she takes the judge's cloth back to the judge. Going to lose a fair number of points for that for Caroline Copnell. Here's Kira, lying, of course, in third place at the moment, and she's picked up one of the decoy cloths, which has the scent of one of the stewards on it.
Take it.
So disappointment there. Oh, and for Meg, she's picked up a neutral cloth, so our second place contender is out as well, having failed the scent test. So will our leader? Yes, she has. She's picked up the right cloth, making her a clear winner this year. Marvi, Obedience Champion, Mitch's Marvi with Sylvia Mitchell. There will be a little bit of celebration in a second. And there we go, all that tension lifts. The Crufts Obedience Bitches competition for 2001 won by this super bitch, Marvi.